Another addition to my Sig P365XL. It already has the Armory Craft slightly curved trigger in it, which I really like. Now I'm going to be adding the extended slide stop lever, also from Armory Craft. All right, thanks for dropping in while we take a look at the installation for the extended slide stop lever or slide release lever, whichever you want to call it, on the 365. This will work on all 365 models, and I'm going to put it in my XL that already has the Armory Craft slightly curved trigger on it. First step, obviously, is to make sure the gun is unloaded. There's no magazine in it. There's nothing in the chamber. And now we, of course, have to take the slide off, set it aside, and we're working with just the frame. And a couple things to be careful on when you're taking the fire control unit out of the 365, and just to make sure that you don't have certain pieces come out that you don't intend. All right, pin comes out. Actually, I don't even need to take it out quite all the way. And then the fire control unit comes out. Well, maybe we do need to get the pin. There we go. Pin's all the way out. Get the FCU out, pulls up at the rear, and clear the trigger. Got to make sure that the this one has the manual safety on it. You got to make sure that the link here under it doesn't come out, and that this little piece right here also doesn't come out. Just got to hold those in place, and the slide stop lever should, all goes well. Oops, okay, now that just slipped just a little bit here, and that's going to happen. This is the where the takedown lever is, so that's going to slip just a little bit as you start to pull out the slide stop lever, because there's a notch that catches it right there. So that works its way out, and try to set this down so it doesn't come apart. You can see the difference between the original Sig piece here on the right and the Armory Craft one here on the left. There is quite a larger shelf for the Armory Craft, and if you look at it from this side, get it oriented the same way here, Ryder, come on. You can see that it does also stick out farther, so and you can probably get a better view from the bottom here. Definitely much larger to get a hold of without being any without interfering at all with the holstering of the gun. It doesn't really protrude enough to cause a problem. Alright, so to put it back in, we have to get that little notch in there. Now it's important that it goes under this spring right here. This spring is what's going to hold it down, so we got to kind of rotate it in and under that spring, which can be a little bit of a challenge. And then this rounded end right here goes in that part of the fire control unit. So we slip this under. Well, maybe easier said than done here. Got to move the spring up and out of the way while we slip the. This is actually what catches on the top of the magazine feed ramp to hold the slide open, and you want it to stay down. That's why the spring has to go on top of it here. I'm sure somebody will come up with an easier way to make this happen, but there it appears to be down. Okay, then that goes in a little notch right there and slips down in here, so you got to pull the mechanism here forward to lock in. You got to look for the top. I don't know if you can actually see it or not. Probably not. The spring is on top. A little closer here. You can just barely see the spring is on top of the slide stop lever, so that it wants to stay in the down position. Right, that's back into the notch there. That's behind there, and let's see if we can get the FCU back in. I'll put the front end in first, which means that's got to be in. There we go. Front end in first, and pin back in there to hold the fire control unit in. and push that forward, allow the slide stop, push the takedown lever forward to allow the slide stop lever to come down so that you can reinstall the slide onto the frame. And there it is. Much more leverage to get the thumb on. Again, when I'm working a slide stop lever, I'll generally work that with my support hand as I come up, and you can still work it with your primary hand if you're right-handed, or you can work it with the support hand as you come up. A lot of people want to slingshot it. I don't do that. I just use the slide stop lever itself. So definite improvement over what's there. Armory Craft extended slide stop lever for the Sig 365. I want to thank Armory Craft for sending that to me. Oh, by the way, there's a discount code in the description down there. I believe it's Rider 5, or actually you can read it when you get it down there, that they'll get you a discount on Armory Craft parts. And again, I'm sold on them. I bought a lot before before they actually sent me anything to review here. Real happy with them. So Armory Craft extended slide stop lever on the Sig 365. Thanks for stopping in.